Hello, and this is Abraham from Gozamos, and we're here with Andy and Joanna in the Writers Exhibition here in Coke Prosperity Sphere in Bridgeport. So tell me a little bit about the show. You guys are the co-curators?
Yeah, you got it. We kind of came upon this show while we were working on another show a few blocks away, also through the Lumpen group of artists.
We were exploring the neighborhood, and Andy, I was looking at something and Andy disappeared, and when I saw him, he was talking to this guy with like a giant mustache and a big cowboy hat, and I'm like, wow, who is this guy, you know? So we started talking, and he introduced ourselves as Carlos, and he's on the other side there. Actually, he's somewhere here in the gallery, but we befriended him, and then eventually we came on the idea to like document the family. We thought it was really cool.
He invited us to his ranch. He's just like kind of like a disarmingly friendly dude.
Yeah, very friendly.
You know, like he could not resist. It's, you know, I was just chatting. It was like a pleasant, I don't know, weekend day or something.
Grab him.
You want to get him?
No. In a little bit, we'll talk to him. You know, so tell me more. Where's the ranch? Is the ranch here in the United States, or is it in Mexico?
Well, the family that lives in the U.S., they have a ranch. It's near Rensselaer, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of them live in the city, but a few of them live in Indiana. So it's kind of like this back and forth between like very urban, rural.
They congregate back at Hoppy's Ranch, this guy over here, and they all keep their horses there, and they always have family gatherings there and go riding, and they go to charreadas and stuff. So we always found the culture like really fascinating, and I ride too, so it was really fun for me to go out there and ride with them. So yeah.
So are you guys by trade photographers? You know, film, video, all kinds of variety of different things, or?
Well, we met at Columbia College. We were both photography majors, but I've done a lot of film and photo throughout the years. I've never, I don't know, kind of like run the line between those. But when we've worked together, I've done more of the video. You know, I've kind of just felt drawn to that.
I'm really into like, you know, I'm a photo major, but when it comes to producing like a show, I like to, you know, present my photography, but also I really enjoy like creating an installation. You know, really like kind of tapping into like all five senses, like smells, sounds, you know, visuals, like the carnitas and the horse and just the music and everything together to really create like, or recreate like an environment, you know. That's kind of, that's what I like, you know, like to create some kind of a environment and really let people kind of understand the whole thing. Not like a sterile white wall where it's like, you know, quiet and like cheese cubes or something and wine. I mean, not like that's bad, but I really like, I want it to be like for everybody, you know. I want people to have fun and like enjoy art, you know. So yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the process. How long were you guys actually out there visiting back and forth, and what are maybe some of the things that you've taken away from really getting to know the family? I'm sure just being embedded doing documentary work, you really get to know the people as people and live in their everyday lives. So tell me a little bit about that process.
Yeah, well, we've been, I guess we've known the Gonzalez family for about a year. Yeah, a year. And in that time, there's been a number of visits to the ranch, and also just hanging out with them. Some of them live in Bridgeport, in East Chicago. So a number of trips, filming, photographing, and then just a lot of like kind of processing time, just dealing with like what direction is this project going to go, you know, that kind of thing. So, Joanna, any?
I agree.
Yeah, right.
Whatever he said. But totally, yeah. That's.
So whose idea was it to bring the horse in and exhibit and?
She's the horse. She had the idea for the horse.
I did, yeah. But also a lot of it, and this is what I love about this space in particular in Chicago. Edmar, the owner, was totally stoked on the idea, and he actually, I think it was kind of a co-idea, but I introduced him, as Andy was saying earlier, when we were installing another show, some of the guys from the ranch drove by randomly and saw me and Andy, they're like, hey, what's up, what are you guys doing here? I introduced them to Edmar. I told him about what they do, about the horsemanship and the ranch and everything, and then it was Edmar who said, man, we should have a show about this because this is really cool. And then it was like the seed, you know, and it kind of grew over the year, and that's kind of, isn't that how it went?
Oh yeah, so it's just everything, it's just all collaboration.
Yeah.
I don't think this project wouldn't be what it was without any of the people, you know, without the people that run the space,
Yeah.
without the family, without the people that live in the building that helped us put it together. Oh my God, we would be still hanging stuff up right now.
It's true. We had a lot
Yeah.
of help, and we had a lot of people who were like really excited about this.
Yeah.
So without everybody like chipping in, which they didn't have to, you know, Carlos, my friend, didn't have to go to Indiana today and bring the horse, but everybody was really excited about the idea, and everybody chipped in to like make it happen. So it wasn't just us; it was like everybody chipping in. So it was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that typical collaboration.
Yeah.
You just become more than the sum of your parts, you know?
So there's a lot of interesting themes in the photograph, really just about men and being in their own domain, whether it's with the guns, whether it's with the riatas, and you know what I mean. Tell me something a little bit about that. Is that something that kind of came to mind as you were putting together, selecting the different pieces of the work to kind of highlight each person in their own individual setting, or is it more about the family in itself?
To me, it seems like a little bit of both. You know, like I kind of, for me, for example, I wanted to kind of highlight, like, you know, some of the family members, but then kind of bring it together with the environment setting. I think that's kind of how it was.
Yeah, I don't even know if I think about it that much. I just look at it's not.
Yeah, it just kind of happens. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean looking at this as like, you know, like a white guy who grew up in the city, I see these things like, ooh, guns and, you know, whatever, you know, they're like just carving up meat and like burning shit and whatever. It's you know, some people could react like, you know, like, oh, this is like freaky, but it's not like a postmodern sort of thing. It's not what we're filming. It doesn't feel like processed. It just feels like this is living, you know, like so we spend so much of our time in the city just on like self-reflection and processing, whereas out there it's just
living.
It's very immediate, you know, it's like in the moment kind of stuff, and in some ways I found that really refreshing. You know, I was just like, when I was there on this ranch, I wasn't thinking about the future, I wasn't thinking about the past, I was just like in the moment. Yeah, so oh, he's off.
For me, I grew up with like guns and stuff like that. My dad's Polish, and like he was really into taxidermy and stuff like that. So for me, it was kind of like a connection. Like there's a lot of similarities between like Polish and Mexican culture, I think. So it was kind of cool for me too, you know, like in that sense. So we like come from two different backgrounds, but we really have the same like ideas and visions and.
Right.
We're trying to do the same thing.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for talking. I'm going to try to grab Carlos real quick and talk to him. I really appreciate it. Beautiful, beautiful show. Really great stuff. So appreciate it.
Right, there's right.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Estamos aquí por Gozamos, soy Abraham. Estamos platicando con Carlos Sánchez, uno de los enfoques aquí de esta exhibición en Chicago. So, platíqueme un poquito del proceso, cómo conoció a los artistas y cómo fue que se conectaron.
Pues yo, para mí, eso que estar aquí, estamos muy unidos, y lo que hacemos, mi sobrino, mi sobrina, estamos en el rancho ya en todos los caballos y hacemos algo familiar. No, hijo, no hacemos. Todo el que venga con nosotros es bienvenido. No tenemos, pero no tenemos algo que racista, pero lo que me gusta, mi gente que me siga y que sigamos en los caballos y en lo mismo de esto del rodeo, y tengo a mis sobrinos. Yo me siento muy a gusto de tener a toda mi gente reunida. Y para mí, yo ahora tengo mi negocio, pero yo agarré mi día para servir a toda mi gente. Yo me siento muy a gusto de estar aquí y servir a mi gente. Y soy mexicano, pero me gusta los caballos y los cowboys, the riders. Los riders es the best. Y cuidado, roping, vámonos recio. Carreras de caballos, vámonos. Carnitas, chicharrones y todo, y birria de chivo, señor.
Y entonces usted ha participado una vez en una exhibición, una instalación, ¿es la primera vez? ¿Le gustó? ¿Qué le piensa el ambiente?
No, para mí es muy importante, porque Johanna, con mi amigo aquí, el güerito caramba, los hacemos mucho, y mi familia, y cuando van allá nos pasamos un rato tan más a gusto, somos pescadores, hunters y riders. Y eso es lo que puedo decir. Y nos encantan los caballos. Y cuando vengan acá con mi sobrino al rancho, Almita y Javier, es lo mejor que podemos tener ahí. Y me da gente aquí que todos que estén contentos y me gusta, me siento a todo dar, de lujo. Que esté aquí toda la gente reunida.
¿Tiene una de las fotos que es favorita de usted, que le gustó mucho?
Bueno, para mí, mi viejo, yo le voy a decir una cosa. Para mí, yo distingo en fotos. Yo nomás distingo la amistad y la persona. Así nomás sensible. All right? Y acabamos, mi viejo. Así de fácil.
Muchísimas gracias por platicar con nosotros.
Pues.
Cuidado.
Y los Sánchez y los Sánchez y los González, aquí estamos todo el tiempo.
Perfecto.
Y espero que todos disfruten de este party y carnitas free.
Exacto. Muchísimas gracias, felicidades.
¿Me entiendes? Porque me gusta, ahí en el rancho es otro lugar, pero aquí, los van a hablar de mi sobrino, allá hacemos buenas fiestas y para la familia. Ningún penny. ¿Para qué? Digo, la vida hay que gozarla. Si está así, no la hagas tan grande, digo. Sigue tu vida. La vida es la vida.
La vida es la vida. Bueno, muchísimas gracias por platicar. Cuidado.
Claro que sí.
Felicidades.